how'd you guys get into gaming? And if it's not interesting enough to answer, like, what's your favorite game that you guys enjoy?
Me personally, my brother used to play video games, so he kind of put me on when I was very young. So I used to play Zelda, all those games. Like I grew up playing those games, and I just started streaming during the quarantine because like I was at home anyway, and I wanted to do it for a while, but I never found the time to do it. And I was just like, fuck it, I just got set up, and you know it's cool because like I can interact with my fans, play with my friends, which I do regardless, and I can make money for my charity too at the same time. So it's like it's just a win-win situation. You know, I like it.
Yeah, for me it was like shit. I didn't really have like systems like that growing up. Because like besides like the occasional like Xbox 360 my brother would bring home off some random shit.
Yeah. So,
once I like, got like my first gaming system like myself was like an Xbox One or whatever. Like the first Xbox One, I was in college, and I was just like was sitting in my room and just game all fucking day. So it was just like, and it's like for us, for basketball players and athletes in general, like we're really competitive. Mm-hmm. So like if you're not on the court or something, you want to find something to kind of like feeds that competitive nature.
Yeah.
And that's why I think like the last 3-4 years with Fortnite and Warzones, like that, like battle royale-esque mode, you kind of get that competitive satisfaction, of winning a solo or something like that. So, I think that's kind of how, I got into gaming, and just, why I'm so big on it, just because, if I'm not hooping or I'm hurt or I can't hoop or whatever, I still have something to, to be mad competitive on and talk shit and do all that other stuff.
Damn, great answers. I could piggyback on all of that. I've loved gaming ever since I was a little kid also. We didn't have much like Josh said, but, even if I went to my buddy's house, that's all I wanted to do is play video games or play sports. That was like it. But I'll jump all the way till now. Streaming on Twitch is a ton of fun. Again, it's not easy to build a community. I'm an NBA player and I've streamed for like 25 people before, but that's real. And those are the people that have been there from the beginning, and now it's grown and everything. But I just simply love it, period. And then one thing that Rudy mentioned also is it can be a very, very good tool for not only interacting and positively impacting people with your voice, but also things you can do for charity. And I was able to, during COVID, feed over 1 million people, which was a major. It was.
How did you do that?
Crazy. It was so. I always tend to have long-winded answers, like Train's crazy ass. But what happened was,
Devin Twitter DMs.
Yeah, sure.
It's interesting.
So I read an article actually by our captain Udonis Haslem, and he had talked about being from the inner city in Miami and how he would get a minimum of two. He would get a minimum of 2 meals per day from school, breakfast and lunch, and then he'd go home and they'd try to find a way without much money to eat at night. And how so many people are going to have issues feeding their young kids and their families in general during COVID, and basically that he was going to partner at some point in the future. This is in April, with Feeding Americans, Feeding South Florida. So I said he did some math, and he said like $1 based upon their statistics can feed like 6 people. So I did the math, and it was basically roughly $175,000 would feed over 1 million people. So I set out to do it, and it was insane. I had a lot of amazing brands come on and donate money. Josh was a part of 2 or 3 different streams. I did like a solos event. I did a trios event. This is Warzone, Call of Duty. And I did I jumped it off with a 24-hour live stream, which actually ended up going 30 hours, which was insane.
Yeah.
But I did it. I did it because I love gaming, and it was kind of like a badge of honor. Like I truly want to show people on Twitch that like I want to be here to stay, and that I'm very real and authentic. I'm not just here because I'm an NBA player that wants to stream. So yeah, anyways, it was the busiest month of my life by far. Emails, phone calls all day, every day, trying to figure out, okay, who's in, who's out, what events are we doing? What are the assets? It was insane, but luckily I was able to do it. And I even ended up with half pink, half blue hair because of it. It's crazy.
It sounds like good initiation into Twitch. Are your guys friends?
Man, Devin,
like,
good shit.
What's that?
That was a good joke.
Oh, yes. Are your guys' friends like starting to talk about Twitch more? Is this becoming like a thing in like your circles?
No
Are
question.
more people interested in joining gaming like that?
Absolutely.
Mm.
No
I'll tell
question.
you, man, people used to roast my ass.
Man,
When I first started streaming,
Really?
like I first started streaming like 3 years ago, bro. People used to be on my ass, like, "Oh, all he do is game, da da da," and now the same motherfuckers be on that shit, like, "Oh, I'm trying to get my stream together, man." Like, get the fuck out of here. But yes, to answer your question, yeah, they be on it more now.
It was fucking hot. Okay, dude.